How's it going, everyone? Welcome to day 4 of the Less Stress Challenge. You're probably wondering why I'm in the bathroom, and the reason is I'm going to talk about the benefits of cold showers. And cold showers are an incredible way to stimulate your vagus nerve. And I've talked about your vagus nerve before. If you follow me, you've probably heard me talk about it. It's the nerve that connects your gut to your brain and controls your entire parasympathetic response. And so when we are stressed out, our vagus nerve is understimulated, and the result is it can lead to a lot of tension and the inhibition of digesting food, absorbing nutrients, repairing itself. And so stress can wreak a lot of havoc on the organs. And so the stimulated vagus nerve is a great way to stimulate that parasympathetic response so your body can heal, so it can recover effectively, and so your body and your nervous system can regulate itself. And so cold showers is an amazing way to do so. And the way that it works essentially is that cold itself is a stressor. And so when the cold hits your skin, what happens is naturally your body wants to tense up. You try to tense up your muscles. But the key of the cold shower is that when you feel your body try to tense up, you take deep breaths. And by taking deep breaths, as the cold water hits you, you'll find yourself starting to relax. The cold will feel less penetrating. They will warm up your organs, and you'll find yourself starting to go into a calm state. And so I'm going to be doing this with a shirt on to demonstrate the technique. I'm just keep professional, but essentially you do this like a regular shower. So essentially the way it's going to go is, of course, you turn on the water. And so shower's cold right now. The shower's cold water hitting my body. And what I want to do is take deep breaths. It's good to practice the breath work beforehand so that you are prepared effectively. Just going to bring the water over your head, over your body. So we're doing one pull off with it. And keep taking deep breaths. And as you do that, your body's going to go into a parasympathetic state. You're going to find that after you do these showers, that you find yourself a lot warmer. I actually feel much warmer after these showers. I find that I retain heat better. I do better in cold temperatures. Even though I live in California, I can handle pretty cold temperatures because of these showers. And I find myself really energized afterward. I feel really good after I do them. So really good technique to do. And also with these cold showers, also keep in mind you don't have to start ice cold. There's a lot of perception and a lot of fear with them is that you have to start really cold. But the goal is start cool. I call them cool showers. Start if you're someone who's really does not handle cold very well, then don't go to ice cold. Start with lukewarm and then slowly drop it off. Reach a point where you feel like you're kind of at the level where you can tolerate. Take some deep breaths and work through that. And so you can progress that over time, right? Maybe the first time you do a cold shower, maybe you actually start with a warm shower and you do it for maybe like 30 seconds. And then as you go along, your shower gets colder. You start increasing the duration. So maybe it's a minute, then maybe it's 2 minutes, then maybe it's 5 minutes, maybe it's half the shower, then maybe eventually you get to the point where it's a full cold shower. And so it's important to note that this thing can be progressed. Go at the level that you find necessary. Go at the level that you find necessary. And the key, of course, is to be able to breathe through this. If you find yourself shivering so much, that's a sign that you're not breathing deep enough. And so that is the key, is breathing deeply. And you may find if you're someone who struggles with a lot of anxiety, that it may be a little more difficult to handle the cold. People who have anxiety struggle the most with the cold. I used to have a lot of anxiety in the cold. It used to really cause my nervous system to lock up. But I've gotten better with it, and right now the shower is pretty cold, and it is much easier now. And so you want to make sure that you're bringing the water to the front of your body, over your back. Those are two most sensitive areas, and of course, your head. And of course, the whole time, once again, taking deep breaths. See how deeply I'm breathing? This is the most important part of the cold shower. And you'll notice that as you do this more and more, you become more resistant. Your nervous system become more resistant. You become more resistant to cold. You become more resistant to stress. And you'll find that you'll handle uncomfortable situations better. This is great training for any sort of uncomfortable situation, whether it's a difficult conversation or just something else, because there are situations in life that cause us to tense up. And if we can train our body to stay relaxed and stay focused in those situations, we're going to be more resilient. And I'll end with this. There's a guy named Wim Hof. You may know him for the Wim Hof method. He is known for the cold. He pretty much made all these things popular. And they've done studies on him, and they found that he was the first guy they ever studied who was able to have full control over his vagus nerve, his parasympathetic system. And he did that through his breathing techniques and through staying submerged in the cold. And so his cold exposure techniques have been what's been blowing up, and so it's probably not the first time I've heard about it. And so he's a guy who's made this all happen and has thrown this into a massive movement. So that is it for today. Try a cold shower today. And like I said, don't just start ice cold. You can start with a cool shower. You can start with 30 seconds, a minute. You can start with less cold and then progress yourself slowly. Sometimes I'll dial it up. And so do that. Give that a shot. Give it a shot for a week and just see how it makes you feel. And just challenge yourself and see how it goes. So that's all. I'm going to dry off my hands and then I'm going to end this video. And so hope you all have a great day. Hope that made sense. And let me know if you have any questions.